up, guys? As promised, we're doing a campground review, Krul Lake. Talk about why we did not bring Gus the bus. Also, talk about our Rockwood Roo 233S. Also, stick around to the end because we did have a little mishap that cost me 2 hours at the beginning of the trip. So, a little bit of rough start. It's been great ever since. Let's get into it. One thing we love about Krul Lake is these hiking trails. Find creeks like this. We've been coming to this lake for about 30 years now. Just one of my favorite summertime places to come, especially this is a spring-fed lake. So cold, even in the dead heat of summer. Actually surprised it's no more busy than what it is this weekend. Kind of caught the last weekend before school. So here's the parking lot is where you park for day pass. One thing cool is this grist mill. So that is a grist mill. My grandpa, they used to work at the grist mill. My grandpa actually grew up here in Muncie. And that grist mill, basically what it does is it grinds up corn to make cornmeal. And for us Southerners, help make grits. And that walk path goes right there to the bridge, to the creek. Mom making the loop, a little exercise in the morning. All right, I'll keep this part brief. A lot of y'all are here for Gus the bus, and I appreciate every one of y'all. For whatever reason you're on the channel, but whether it's camping, outdoor fun, campground reviews, Gus the bus, all things considered. Life's an adventure. We're just trying to get out here and just enjoy our kids before they get older and so on and so forth. But the reason why we didn't bring Gus, I work a job, shall we say, and I knew we weren't going to get up here till dark. Right around 8 o'clock is when we were setting up, and setting up Gus in the dark, not knowing how many campers were going to be here this weekend, how many kids were going to be running, all the things. I'm just like, we needed to use the camper. Let's just be honest. It was an opportunity for us. We bought the camper to go local camping, so that's what we did. We just used it because it's been about a year. We basically used it last in August of last year, and then from there on, it's been Gus World. Gus the bus, Gus the bus, Gus the bus. And we went camping, quite a bit in Gus. And to be honest with you, I spoiled my wife. She, going in the little camper now, it's like, ooh, I miss my residential size fridge. I miss this. I mean, there's a few different things that, are a little more challenging with the camper. But all in all, it was mainly just access, getting in at night, trying to squeeze in a tighter campground, all things. Like I said, we bought the camper for local camping. So that's why we did it. And here we are. I did do a campground review, and I'm going to call it Big Rig Review because, here are the sites that I could have got Gus in. Also, it's a good reminder for me. I review my own video and be like, okay, 51, 49, 48, whatever campground or campsites work. That's the reason why we didn't bring Gus. All right, let's cover the outside of this camper. We really do enjoy this camper. There are some drawbacks and things that we maybe don't exactly care for. One thing that's actually kind of slightly annoying, not really convenient, is the water hookup being in the front of the camper. just out of reach. And we're all the way back on this pad as far as we can get it. So that's not exactly ideal. You do have a shower, outdoor shower there. Storage, not so much. It's not really kind of hard with the storage part. One thing I did want to show on the outside, we have a Blackstone. There is some cool quick connect LP fitting right there. You want to hook up to your LP from the actual front of the camper. That bay actually has a hot water heater in it, and you can access it from the inside as well. This is your biggest bay. It can also be accessed from the inside as well. See that little door back there. Storage is kind of lacking, to be honest with you. I'll show you on the inside when we get packed up today. Kind of a little hard sometimes. All in all, really enjoyed it. All right, let's do a camper review of the Rockwood Roo 233S. Things we love, things we don't so much love about this camper. Love beds. We have 3 queen beds. Let's go back to the other one. Probably slow so we don't want to make anybody drunk here. Got 2. We got a third one around the corner. So the one thing that's a struggle on here is space. Each one of these cabinets are very shallow. Then up here you have, that's the outside, access to the outside bin. And the same thing with these two. But the reason why all of this that we didn't realize when we bought this camper, the reason why all the bedding is stacked is you cannot fold these beds up with bedding in them. Maybe somebody can. Maybe there's a trick, but as far as we know, that's not feasible. And anybody have a idea as to what the mishap was on this camping trip? We'll reveal that at the end. A couple of cabinets up there, entertainment center. We just packed up towel off. So the one thing about the kitchen that's really just frustrating, just being honest, that is a flip down, but then there's only one real drawer. Put your silverware and stuff like that. This is just a kind of little cabinet type thing, so only one real drawer. That's rather frustrating. You got your pantry. You do have a cabinet up there. That's where we keep our coffee cups. Bathroom. Sorry, y'all. We've been swimming all weekend. So the one reason why I actually bought Gus the bus is this area right here. Because the one thing that is super frustrating is if you stand right here to get dressed, it's hard, very hard. I told my wife whenever we built the bus, I said, I will have a spot. The shower will be big enough for me to go ahead and be able to actually dress and undress and not have to fold up. So, all right, let's talk about, like I said, what we love about it. We love, you can fit 10 people, sleep 10 people. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 10 people in this bed. Not so comfortable just to hang out. I'll show some pictures of us just hanging out. That was good, but all in all, it's kind of difficult as far as the hangout part of it. So let's talk about the mishap. The big mishap that we're like, oh geez, it cost me 2 hours. The fridge. Show y'all what's going on with that. Turn it on, and it turns on. That is awful. Y'all, what the heck? Let's just say when we got here Friday night, the fridge did not turn on. Could not after hours, or after quite a while of trying. I wound up driving all the way back to our house, which is about an hour away, and got the mini fridge out of the bus and the cooler with some ice to make it through the weekend. But you know what? We made it. First world problems. If that's the worst thing to happen, we're good. We had a great weekend in the camper. We've enjoyed it. Now it's time to go back home to the real world. And by the way, that's a little ice machine we carry around with us to make ice with. But yeah. Back to the real world, y'all.